Nvidia is again down today. It's 2 days in a row negative closing for Nvidia. So take a look all the AI stocks for today. Some are positive closing and some are negative closing. For example, Palantir positive 0.75% today, SMCI 0.41% positive today, Nvidia minus 0.16%, AMD minus 0.52%, and SoundHound 2.63% negative. So this tells that it's a mixed picture in the AI stocks. Some are up, some are down. So this tells that there is no negative trend at this point in the AI stocks overall. So nothing to worry about too much. And this is in line with my yesterday and day before yesterday comments, because I had the opinion that since Nvidia was 4 days up in a row, so I had the opinion that Nvidia should drop in next day or two. So it's today just 0.16% down. It's not a big deal. Let's take a look overall chart what happened today. You see Nvidia stock chart for today. So Nvidia opened at 894, made a high 911, made a low 894, and it closed at 904.12. That is 0.16% down. Not a big change. Take a look the stock movement. Take a look the movement for today. Ups and down, ups and down. This tells that the buying and the selling forces are balancing each other out very well. There is no clear direction up or down. So this also tells me Nvidia is trying to build some momentum to take another round of drop before the earnings. So the earnings due on 21st, I guess. So still we have 2 more weeks. We can dig into further when we take a look technical charts. The last 5 days still we see 6.95% up. So even if Nvidia is down since last 2 days, but the drop is not that big, today plus yesterday. So still positive for last 5 days, 6.9%. Last 1 month, positive 5.9%, and last 6 months still 92% up. So this tells there is some room for Nvidia to go down further before the earnings. Now let's take a look technical charts. You see 90-day hourly interval chart for Nvidia on your screen. The lowest point is 475 and the highest is 962 in last 90 days. And take a look MACD. It made a high sometime last week or early this week, and then it started going down. So yesterday I mentioned you guys that looking at the MACD line, it looks to me that it might go further down today, and it did. So tomorrow, still I'm seeing that it may go down a little more tomorrow, but not much. Now let's take a look 30 minutes chart. 30 minutes, MACD is already touching the zero line. So this means that in the short term, more negative momentum on Nvidia. And that's a good sign because in the long term, still Nvidia has positive trend. Now let's take a look RSI. RSI in a 30 minutes chart is at 49, still in the middle, neither oversold nor overbought. So RSI doesn't tell much what's going to happen on Nvidia tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Hourly chart. In the hourly chart, RSI is a little higher than the 30 minutes chart. So this tells that in the long term, still Nvidia is doing good. Now let's take a look at Fibonacci levels. Now I have Fibonacci levels starting from 0% to 100%, the highest point 962 and the lowest point 762 as we had yesterday. So as I mentioned yesterday and day before yesterday, that 919 is a strong resistance level. So far Nvidia is not able to break 919 at this point, and it's trending down. At this point Nvidia is trading around 900. The next level of support is at 885. Let's see if it can break tomorrow or not. There is a chance that it might try to test this level sometime tomorrow or day after. And after that is 862. I'm not seeing Nvidia to go to 862 level tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but anything can happen. But based on my understanding, Nvidia should not go down to this level. Now let's take a look news regarding Nvidia. So people are still saying that there is a bull case for Nvidia, and it's still very strong. For example, this guy, bull case for Nvidia remains strong. So that's a good thing. Good news for the Apple stockholders. We had a sales decline in China, but Apple is tackling that. The March shipment went in the right direction. It showed some growth. That's good. Another news, let's take a look, that says Nvidia stock slips. A big tech investor wants to enter the AI chip market. Let's take a look. So it says that Japan's SoftBank Group is in talks to acquire British AI chip developer Graphcore. So they're trying to enter in the AI market, but that does not look to me a threat to Nvidia. So looking at all the news, I do not see any negative news or data regarding Nvidia that can bring it down. So today's and yesterday drop may be due to correction that was needed after 4 days upside in Nvidia. Um, so nothing to worry about. I think Nvidia will bounce back after it takes some correction before the earnings. It's my opinion. We already looked at this table in the beginning. I just wanted to make more comments. Palantir, take a look. 0.75% up. I made a video on Palantir yesterday and probably over the weekend as well. I mentioned that Palantir still has some room to go further up, but at this point, the P ratio is very high, so it might take some correction. So I'm guessing around 21, would be a good buy for Palantir for the long term. And SoundHound, the earnings are due probably tomorrow and still down. Yesterday it was up 15%. So today correction 2.63%. It's not a big deal. Now let's take a look at economic data. You see economic calendar on your screen. So as I mentioned early this week that there is no significant data gonna be released this week. So Wednesday nothing, Thursday nothing. Maybe initial jobless claim we can take a look tomorrow. And next week, Monday, nothing. Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday we have PPI data coming in, and that will be important data. So Monday, probably market might show some kind of volatility. And then also Wednesday, core PPI coming. So Tuesday and Wednesday are busy day for the market. Thursday and Friday, nothing much. So that's all for today regarding Nvidia. If I summarize today's discussion, yes, Nvidia is down today and yesterday. In my opinion, that's part of little correction after Nvidia was up 4 days in a row. Still, you see, last 5 days, Nvidia up about 6%. And before the earning release, I have the opinion maybe Nvidia go down a little bit more, but eventually it should bounce back. It also depends on the earnings number and the revenue guidance and the overall future outlook. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.